Tesla's new and insane phone has finally destroyed Apple's iPhone 14. What makes the Tesla phone superior even to the latest iPhone? What does it mean for other legendary smartphone producers such as Samsung and Huawei? And why is the Tesla Model Pi the smartphone of choice? Join me today in this video where we shall explore Tesla's new phone that has just destroyed the iPhone 14. Elon Musk has been making waves in every line of work that has expanded his energy and wittiness. Speak of the wonderful rockets that are revolutionizing space travel to the extremely useful Starlink satellites that are already serving thousands with the fastest internet in the globe, to the beautiful Tesla cars that have risen quickly to dominate the car industry. So, if Elon Musk adds to the list a smartphone, would you expect it to be anything less than an exceptional gadget? Absolutely not. Of course, these two brands have established their name by a long time. Apple, for example, boasts over 35 years of existence, which has seen them feed the market with their products that range from personal computers, smartphones, tablets, computer peripherals, as well as computer software. But it is their smartphones that have gotten them a reputation. Finally, the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk himself, is a user of Apple's iPhone. Well, we would not have known that he not mentioned it when speaking on stage at the satellite conference back in 2020. He said, "People are used to the phone being better every year. I'm an iPhone user, but I think some of the recent software updates have not been great. It broke my email system, which is quite fundamental." Could this ugly experience with Apple's iPhone have gotten the CEO thinking of a better smartphone that won't disappoint its users? I mean, something more novel than even the latest Apple smartphone, the iPhone 14. This we cannot tell, but what we know is that there is this wild rumor going about in social media about Tesla soon launching one insane smartphone that will destroy the dominance of the legendary makers like Apple, which besides Samsung is currently wielding the smartphone market. In fact, it is interesting that these mere reports have sold more than even the publicity that the launch of the iPhone 14 was given. It's not a far-fetched idea nor an impossibility for Tesla to come up with the finest of the world's smartphones. Was it not the other day that Tesla Inc. had the $1 trillion market valuation to become the most valuable car maker in the world? Is it not that the CEO as well as the co-founder of Tesla, Elon Musk, the world's richest man with a net worth of over $200 billion, according to the latest Bloomberg report? Is he not the founder of the most prosperous private space company, SpaceX? In other words, Elon Musk is more than able to fund smartphone production from scratch to novelty. But we would not help but imagine the pristine features the Tesla phone would possess. Doubtless it will be reputed by its peculiarity that won't be readily possible to replicate, which also will give it more than an inch in the market. And that irreplaceable reputation begins here. You know Elon Musk has an important background in artificial intelligence development. Besides the OpenAI and the DeepMind, he has recently been working on another project for some time now, the development of a robot known as Optimus, or a humanoid robot. To this end, they have developed a supercomputer known as the Dojo computer that is expected to be the very brain of the humanoid robot that will enable it to perform work based on artificial intelligence. And so the Tesla phone will doubtless leverage all these AI environments to become one of those smartphones with experience that will present an ultra-modern feel. Using the phone will not only be easy but also enjoyable. Because AI also thinks, this phone will also sense when you're sick, much like the new generations of Teslas. That car, based on the AI on board, can tell when you are not okay. It can detect a car crash, and if it does not receive response from the driver, then it will conclude that you are badly injured, and you're in need of urgent medical attention. It goes ahead to call the emergency service, furnishing them with details of your exact location and your condition. Apple's iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro Max may also have this included feature, but the Tesla phone will stand out without a doubt. Do you know why? Well, recently the Apple company has entered into a deal with the Elon Musk SpaceX company to allow Apple 14 series to use Starlink internet to facilitate the emergency call services. So, what of a phone that is owned by Elon Musk's company? They will doubtless have unlimited access to the SpaceX satellite internet. And this brings us to yet another groundbreaking feature. Since 2015, SpaceX has been launching space internet satellites dubbed Starlink, with which the company plans to make available to the entire world's population the fastest internet services. So far, the company has over 2,300 operational satellites that are already serving over 33 countries across the world with the internet. If all goes according to plan, the company will have a cluster of 42,000 satellites that will knit the world in one intricate web of internet connection, regardless of geographical location. And the Tesla phone will use this advantage that is not available to everyone. You will use your smartphone in remote places just as smoothly as you would do in the city. You will download videos, games, and movies at a super fast speed than anything you have experienced before. Actually, SpaceX internet is faster than the fiber optics. Download and upload speeds can reach over 210 megabits per second, and the latency is as low as 20 milliseconds. However, some have questioned the possibility of linking a phone to a satellite. They argue that those hardware that link a gadget to satellites, the antennas and perhaps the dishes, are too bulky to be installed in a smartphone. But it is not impossible if you consider that these equipment pieces can be installed in your Tesla car. Then, by linking your car to your phone, you will get served with the internet that others cannot. And if they do, they will have to pay for it, just like how Apple is doing. Let us dwell a little more upon this car-smartphone connection. As we advance in technology, there is an increased need to create this so-called Internet of Things, or IoT. Car manufacturers are doing away with the olds and are increasingly developing smart cars whose controls have been eased by large screens on the dashboard or some applications. Tesla has an application known as the Tesla app that allows the users to perform basic functions, such as locking and unlocking the car, media player control, summoning the car, to mention but a few. But with a Tesla phone, these features will come embedded within the smartphone system, and will allow additional controls which won't be possible with just an app on your Apple iPhone. Another feature that will woo some important groups of customers is the Neuralink technology. Neuralink is a company that was founded by Elon Musk that focuses on developing computer interfaces that can be implanted into the brain, such as that you can command a computer to perform a task by simply thinking. This will eliminate the need of handling a mouse, a joystick, a keyboard, or any other input peripherals. Today, there is a rise of non-communicable diseases, such as heart attacks and strokes, and usually these diseases leave behind permanent disabilities, such as paralysis or inability to use the hands or the legs. To these classes, the Tesla phone is a welcome relief. They will be able to again use their phone to make calls, write messages, chat on social media, simply and without handling the phone. Of course, this one Apple cannot compete with. They may not replicate such technology anytime soon. Still, another important feature is solar charging. Besides getting access to the fastest internet anywhere in the world, the users of Tesla phones will have the laxity of charging their phone from wherever it is, so long as they expose the gadget to the sun. Thanks to the solar charging capabilities of the smartphone, every inch of space on the motherboard will be laid neatly with high light sensitive solar panels that can substantially charge your phone while using it outdoors. It is a feature that will attract buyers who often work in remote places where there's no electricity, such as government agencies. In fact, the very population that lives far from urban areas will prefer a Tesla phone for this very reason. How about men and women in uniform, who are often on the move from jungle to jungle, who do not have as much leisure as that of charging a phone? You should not be surprised in the future to hear the US military ordering Tesla phones along with the Cybertrucks. If this happens, it will be a big win for Elon Musk and Tesla. You know you can be sure to make some good money when the US Department of Defense is your client. Before we wrap up, let us get a little bit closer and handle this imaginary phone. The gadget is pretty, just as the Tesla EVs, with some delicate varying tints such as red, black, or that gray or purple or blue that feature these space colors. Despite the weighty features, it isn't that heavy after all, just about 240 grams. The casing is ceramic, an unbreakable material that can withstand immense pressure, and so you will not have to worry when the Model Pi phone slips from your hand and falls on the ground. At the back of the phone are triple cameras enclosing in a square frame. Each is 50 megapixels and has an impressive ultra-wide angle of over 120 degrees. The front cameras are no less stunning. They are 48 megapixels with impressive focusing ability. Let's contrast these cameras with the Apple 14 and see who is who. The rear camera of this Apple feature a dual 12 megapixel as well as a 12 megapixel front camera, meaning that Tesla phones will give more detail, more clear, finer images than any Apple phone out there. And that's not all. The Tesla phone will come with a massive storage capacity. RAM will be 8 GB, and the ROM or storage of the phone will be between 1 TB and 2 TB, in comparison to the iPhone 14's RAM of 6 GB, and ROM or storage capacity from 128 GB to 512 GB. In all ways and in all respects, the Tesla Model Pi phone is superior to Apple's iPhone 14, Which phone will you buy between the Apple iPhone and the Tesla Pi phone, and why? Feel free to share your views in the comment section below. Anyways guys, if you want to see more interesting videos, click the video right above. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications enabled so you don't miss out on the latest Elon Musk news.